Ever wondered why fire ants are called so? Is it because they burn like fire, or is it something else entirely? Welcome, folks, to a captivating journey into the world of these intriguing insects. Fire ants, quite the misnomer, isn't it? But don't be fooled. These tiny creatures carry an immense amount of mystery and fascination. From their diverse habitats spanning across continents to their intricate life cycles, fire ants are far more than meets the eye. With their organized social structure and their fierce protective instincts, they are a testament to the power of unity and cooperation. This is a world where every ant plays a crucial role, where survival hinges on collective effort. But what's in a name? Do they really burn like fire, or is there a deeper story behind this fiery title? Well, only time will tell. So strap in and stay tuned as we delve into the fiery world of fire ants. Did you know fire ants are not just about their fiery sting, they are also fierce defenders of their colony? That's right. When it comes to protecting their home, fire ants don't back down. Picture this. A predator, maybe a bird or a lizard, idly approaches a fire ant mound. The ants, sensing the danger, immediately spring into action. In a matter of seconds, the predator is swarmed by a sea of red, each ant biting and stinging ferociously. The predator, overwhelmed, retreats, leaving the colony safe once again. Now, you might be wondering, what does a fire ant sting feel like? Well, imagine a hot needle piercing your skin followed by an intense burning sensation. This is the fire ant's defense mechanism, a potent cocktail of venom that deters predators, and unfortunately, can also cause quite a bit of discomfort to humans. So remember, if you ever come across a fire ant mound, it's best to keep your distance. These tiny warriors may be small, but they pack a punch when it comes to defending their home. Fire ants, scientifically known as Solenopsis invicta, are no ordinary ants. They're a unique breed of ants, known for their fiery red color and, of course, their sting. That's right, unlike typical ants you might encounter, fire ants come equipped with a venomous sting that can cause quite a bit of discomfort. Now, fire ants aren't just distinguished by their color and sting. They're also known for their uncanny ability to adapt and survive in different environments. From the lush green grasslands to dry, arid deserts and even urban landscapes, fire ants can make a home just about anywhere. Their global distribution is a testament to their adaptability. Originally native to South America, fire ants have spread across the globe, making their presence known in North America, Australia, and parts of Asia. This rapid expansion has been facilitated by human activities, such as trade and travel, inadvertently helping these little critters hitch a ride to new territories. But don't be fooled by their small size. Fire ants are a force to be reckoned with. They're extremely social creatures, forming colonies that can consist of hundreds of thousands of individuals. Each member plays a crucial role in the colony's survival, from the queen, who lays thousands of eggs each day, to the worker ants that forage for food and protect the nest. Fire ants are also known for their aggressive defense strategies. When their colony is threatened, they swarm the intruder, stinging repeatedly. This coordinated defense not only deters predators but also helps them overpower larger creatures and even other ant species. Their impact extends beyond their colonies. Fire ants play a significant role in the ecosystem, influencing soil structure and nutrient cycling. They're also predators to a variety of insects and small animals, helping control populations and maintain balance in their habitats. Though small in size, fire ants have a big impact in the ecosystems they inhabit. The life of a fire ant is a journey full of transformations. A fiery dance of survival and evolution, the life cycle of these tiny creatures is as fascinating as it is complex. Let's start at the very beginning. Each fire ant's voyage commences from a single tiny egg, barely visible to the naked eye. The queen, the mother of the colony, is the sole provider of these eggs. After a nuptial flight where she mates with several males, she lands back in the nest, ready to lay thousands of eggs for the rest of her life. From these eggs emerge the smallest of the ant world's inhabitants, the larvae. These legless, worm-like critters rely wholly on worker ants for sustenance. The workers chew and liquefy food, regurgitating it to feed these helpless babies. In the next stage, these larvae metamorphose into pupae, encased in protective cocoons. They don't eat during this stage, but they're not idling away. Oh no, they're busy transforming. Inside their cocoons, they're undergoing astounding changes, reshaping and reorganizing their bodies into the form of an adult ant. This pupal stage is a sort of a crossroads, a decisive moment in the life of a fire ant. The diet they were fed as larvae determines their fate. If they were fed more, they would grow into larger worker ants or even queens. If fed less, they would become smaller workers. It's a strict caste system, dictated by the nourishment provided. Emerging from these cocoons are the adult ants, ready to take on their roles in the colony. The worker ants, the backbone of the ant society, are sterile females. They're the ones you'll see scurrying around, foraging for food, caring for the young, and defending the nest. Then there are the male ants, born for a single purpose, to mate with the queen. After the nuptial flight, their role is done, and they meet their end. A brief but critical part in the continuation of the colony. And of course, we have the queen, the heart of the colony. After her nuptial flight, she devotes her life to laying eggs, ensuring the colony's survival. A queen can live for several years, laying millions of eggs during her lifetime. Each fire ant, regardless of its role, plays a vital part in the survival and expansion of their colony. From the queen's relentless egg-laying to the workers' tireless labor and the male's singular contribution, each one is a cog in the intricate machinery of the fire ant society. And so, the life cycle continues, from egg to larva, from pupa to adult, in a never-ending cycle of birth, metamorphosis, and rebirth. It's a relentless, ongoing dance, choreographed by the forces of nature and survival. Each stage of a fire ant's life is a testament to the marvels of Mother Nature. A remarkable journey of transformation and adaptation, offering us a glimpse into the resilience and complexity of life on a miniature scale. Fire ants are not very picky when it comes to choosing a home. You see, these little critters can be found in a wide array of habitats across the globe, showcasing their incredible adaptability and resilience. Fire ants are native to South America, but they've extended their reach far beyond their original home. Today, they can be found in parts of North America, Australia, Asia, and even Africa. Their spread is primarily due to human activity, as these ants often hitch a ride on ships or in cargo, leading to unintentional introductions to new lands. Now let's delve a bit deeper into their preferred living conditions. Fire ants are typically found in warm, sunny areas. They're particularly fond of open, grassy fields, but they aren't averse to setting up shop in your backyard either. They're known for building large, mound-like nests in soil, often around rotting logs or the foundations of buildings. And if you've ever had the misfortune of stepping on a fire ant mound, you know just how protective they can be of their homes. While they prefer warm climates, fire ants are also surprisingly frost-resistant. They can survive in relatively cold conditions by moving deeper into their mounds where the temperature is more stable. This adaptability is part of what makes them such successful invaders in new environments. In addition to their temperature resilience, fire ants are also quite adept at dealing with flooding. In regions prone to heavy rainfall or flooding, these ants have been known to form living rafts out of their own bodies to stay afloat and protect the queen. They clump together, with the workers on the outside and the queen and larvae safely tucked away in the center. This floating mass of ants can stay afloat for weeks if needed, eventually finding dry land to establish a new colony. Fire ants can also adapt to different food sources, making them versatile in their habitats. While they primarily feed on plant materials and small insects, they can also scavenge for food and are known to invade homes in search of sweet or greasy foods. This wide-ranging diet allows them to survive in a variety of environments, from forests and grasslands to urban and suburban areas. But don't let their adaptability fool you into thinking they're invincible. Fire ants do face challenges in their habitats. They're susceptible to certain types of fungi and parasites, and they have to compete with other ant species for resources. Despite these challenges, fire ants continue to spread, demonstrating their resilience and adaptability. So, whether it's a warm, sunny field or a cold, frosty tundra, fire ants have shown they can make a home just about anywhere. They're a testament to the incredible adaptability of nature, a reminder that even the smallest creatures can have a big impact on the world around them. Despite their name, fire ants can thrive in both hot and cold conditions. Even in the face of adversity, these fiery little critters continue to blaze their own trail. Fire ants live in complex, highly organized societies. When one observes a fire ant colony, it's easy to marvel at the intricate order and structure that governs these tiny creatures. Each fire ant colony operates like a well-oiled machine, with every ant playing a vital role in the survival and prosperity of the whole. At the heart of this social structure is the queen ant. The queen is the mother of all ants in the colony, and her primary role is reproduction. She's the life giver, laying thousands of eggs in her lifetime. She's the only ant that can lay fertilized eggs, which develop into female worker ants. It's quite fascinating to know that the queen can live for up to 7 years, which is a remarkable lifespan in the insect world. Then there are the worker ants. The worker ants are all females, and they are the backbone of the colony. They perform a multitude of tasks vital to the colony's survival. Some workers are responsible for foraging for food and bringing it back to the nest. Others are tasked with caring for the queen and her eggs, ensuring the next generation of ants is well nurtured and protected. Some workers also serve as soldiers, defending the colony against threats and intruders. They're the ones you'll often see swarming when the colony is disturbed. In addition to the queen and worker ants, there are also male ants, often referred to as drones. The drones play a crucial role in the ant colony, but their lifespan is considerably shorter. Their primary function is to mate with the queen. After fulfilling this role, their life cycle comes to an end. Another fascinating aspect of fire ant society is the process of communication. Ants communicate using a combination of tactile signals and chemical signals, or pheromones. These allow them to coordinate their activities and work together as a cohesive unit. If food is found, an ant will leave a pheromone trail leading back to the colony, so other ants can follow. Similarly, if danger is detected, an alarm pheromone will be released, alerting the rest of the colony. The social structure of fire ant colonies is a testament to the power of cooperation and division of labor. Each ant, whether a queen, worker, or drone, has a specific role to play, and the success of the colony depends on each fulfilling its duties effectively. It's an incredible example of nature's ingenuity and a testament to the resilience and adaptability of these tiny creatures. So the next time you come across a mound of fire ants, take a moment to appreciate the intricate society that lies beneath. Each mound represents a bustling metropolis, teeming with industrious ants, each fulfilling their role in the grand scheme of things. In a fire ant colony, every ant has a job to do. Fire ants have a bit of a bad reputation, but are they really as harmful as they are made out to be? Let's dive right into the heart of the matter. Fire ants, like any other living creature, play a role in the ecosystem. Their relentless digging helps to aerate the soil, improving its quality and health. This can lead to more robust plant growth and a more thriving environment overall. In addition, fire ants are quite the hunters, preying on ticks, fleas, and other pests that may otherwise wreak havoc on your garden or farm. But as with any story, there's another side to this coin. Fire ants aren't just industrious workers and efficient hunters. They're also fiercely protective of their colonies, and they won't hesitate to defend their home against what they perceive as threats. And that's where the fire in fire ant comes from. A fire ant sting is painful, often described as feeling like you're being burned by a small flame, hence the name. For most people, a sting will result in a red, swollen bump that can be quite uncomfortable. However, for those with allergies, a fire ant sting can be far more dangerous, potentially leading to severe reactions that require immediate medical attention. And it's not just humans that need to be wary. Pets, particularly those that are curious or like to dig, are also at risk. A swarm of fire ants can overwhelm and injure a small animal, such as a cat or a small dog. So, are fire ants friend or foe? The answer isn't quite that simple. They're a bit of both, depending on who you ask and where and how you encounter them. They contribute to the ecosystem, but they also pose potential threats. In the end, like all creatures, fire ants have their pros and cons. It's all about understanding them, respecting their space, and taking precautions to avoid unwanted encounters. After all, they're just doing what nature has programmed them to do, survive and thrive just like the rest of us. Humans and fire ants have a long and complicated history. We've danced around each other for centuries, weaving a complex tapestry of coexistence that's as intricate as it is, at times, uneasy. Fire ants, with their fiery sting and their unshakable determination, have left an indelible mark on human societies. From the rural fields to the urban landscapes, these tiny creatures have influenced our lives in ways we may not always fully appreciate. Let's start with agriculture. Fire ants are notorious for their love of seeds, and they're not picky eaters. They'll happily munch away on the seeds of crops, causing significant damage to agricultural yields. In the southern United States, for instance, fire ants cause millions of dollars in crop losses each year. They also have a knack for damaging agricultural equipment, leading to additional costs for farmers. But it's not all doom and gloom. Fire ants, like many other creatures, play an essential role in our ecosystem. They're nature's little pest controllers, preying on ticks, caterpillars, and other pests that can damage crops. In this way, they help to maintain the delicate balance of nature and contribute to biodiversity. Moreover, fire ants have also found their way into our stories and folklore. In some cultures, they're seen as symbols of industriousness and community spirit, their complex colonies serving as a metaphor for human societies. In others, they're viewed as pests or omens of misfortune. In the Amazon rainforest, indigenous tribes use fire ants in initiation rituals. Young boys must place their hands into a glove filled with these biting insects, enduring the pain for a full 10 minutes. It's a test of endurance and bravery, a rite of passage that marks the transition from boyhood to manhood. On the other hand, in parts of Africa and Asia, fire ants are considered a delicacy. They're collected, roasted, and eaten, their slightly spicy flavor a testament to their fiery nature. In the contemporary world, fire ants have also played a role in scientific research. Their complex social structures and their ability to adapt to different environments have provided invaluable insights into topics ranging from behavioral biology to climate change adaptation. But let's not forget their impact on public health. Fire ant stings can cause severe allergic reactions in some people, leading to medical emergencies. Public health officials and researchers are constantly working on ways to control their populations and minimize the risks they pose to humans. So as you can see, our relationship with fire ants is far from simple. They're a nuisance, yes, but they're also a part of our world, an integral part of the intricate web of life that surrounds us. They challenge us, they fascinate us, and sometimes they even scare us. But they also remind us of the power and resilience of nature, of the beauty and complexity of life in all its forms. Whether we like it or not, fire ants are here to stay. We've learned a lot about fire ants today, so let's summarize the key points. Fire ants aren't your everyday backyard ants. They're a unique species, boasting a fiery red color and a sting that's as hot as their name suggests. Originally from South America, they've spread across the globe, making their presence known in more than 15 countries, including the United States, Australia, and China. One of the most fascinating aspects of fire ants is their complex life cycle. It all begins with a mating flight, where winged males and females take to the skies. Post-mating, the males meet their end, while the females, now queens, shed their wings and start their own colonies. These colonies are a marvel of nature. Each one is a highly organized society with a clear structure. At the top is the queen, the mother of all ants in the colony. She can live up to 7 years and lay up to 1,000 eggs a day. Below her are the worker ants, who are all female and perform the bulk of the tasks, including foraging, nest building, and defending the colony. Then there are the male ants, whose sole purpose is to mate with the queen. Fire ants are also known for their aggressive behavior. They're fiercely territorial and will attack anything that poses a threat to their colony. Their sting is painful and can cause severe allergic reactions in some people. Despite this, fire ants play a crucial role in the ecosystem. They help control pests, and their tunneling activity improves soil fertility. Fire ants are not just survivors, they're conquerors. They're incredibly adaptable, able to thrive in a wide range of habitats. They've been found in everything from forests and grasslands to urban areas and agricultural fields. They're even capable of surviving floods by forming living rafts with their bodies. And yet, our relationship with fire ants is a complicated one. While they can be a nuisance and even a danger, they also have potential benefits. For instance, they could be used in pest control, as they are natural predators of ticks, cockroaches, and other pests. However, their negative impact on native species and ecosystems can't be ignored. In conclusion, fire ants are much more than the pests they're often perceived as. They're a testament to nature's ingenuity and adaptability. They've developed complex societies, ingenious survival strategies, and even a form of agriculture, cultivating a certain type of fungus for food. Fire ants are a fascinating example of the complexity and diversity of the natural world. So, next time you see a mound of fire ants, remember, there's a lot more to these little creatures than meets the eye. Our journey into the fiery world of fire ants has been quite an adventure, hasn't it? In the span of just a few minutes, we've delved into the intriguing life of these tiny yet mighty creatures. We've explored their fascinating life cycle, their complex social structure, and even the places they call home. We've also grappled with the question of whether they're friends or foes, and the answer, as we've discovered, isn't quite as simple as it might seem. Yes, fire ants can be a nuisance, and yes, their bites can be painful. But they also play a critical role in our ecosystem, turning and aerating the soil, controlling pests, and even cleaning up the environment by consuming dead animals and insects. So let's take a moment to appreciate the fire ant for what it truly is, a remarkable example of nature's ingenuity. They are a testament to the resilience and adaptability of life on Earth. These tiny creatures, with their fiery spirit and intricate societies, remind us of the importance of understanding and respecting all forms of life. In the grand scheme of things, fire ants, like all creatures, have their place in the circle of life. They're a part of the rich tapestry that makes up our diverse and intricate world. We can learn a lot from them about teamwork, perseverance, and survival. So the next time you're out and about and you happen to come across a mound of fire ants, take a moment to appreciate these fascinating creatures for what they are. Remember the intricate world that lies beneath that mound, the complex society that these ants have built, and the important role they play in our ecosystem. Thanks for joining us on this journey into the fiery world of fire ants. Until next time, keep exploring the wonders of the natural world.